Why do you feel so tired and exhausted every day? So let's say that you do exercise, you are eating healthy, and you are getting enough of sleep, and you're taking your supplement, maybe vitamins, and drinking your matcha or your coffee, but you still feel so drained and tired, even though you tried everything. So I'm not a doctor, but what I have noticed in myself is that your body is sending signals to yourself. It can be about anything. So what I have noticed is that two things very clearly, especially during my high school. So one of them is that I remember so vividly. It's like I had two different subjects. Okay, so one of them is physics, and every time I went to my physics class, I felt so drained. I felt so exhausted, even if it's like was 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 2 hours. It didn't really matter because I felt so exhausted, so drained, and I couldn't really comprehend what was going on because my body was like so weak. During that time I couldn't really explain because I found it so weird because I really had enough of sleep. I had my coffee, I had really done everything, but I still felt so tired during that lessons. But after the physics I had English, and when I had the lesson I felt like so energized, and I was so alert, and I wasn't even tired at all. Like I could go through the most boring subject during English class, and I still didn't feel tired. Like I was so alert, and had so much energy. Even though even if physics was the first class that I had, and then I had English direct after, I had no energy there. But when I went to the English class, I was getting so much energy, and I didn't feel tired at all. And I found it really confusing actually, because why did I feel so drained and tired, and I'm feeling so alert and really listening, and I was in that moment, in that place, in that time. And another situation where I really found myself is that when I was with a person and I felt so drained afterwards when I was hanging out with this person. But when I was with the person, I felt this really weird emotions going on inside my body. I felt I was angry, but I wasn't really angry, but I felt this really weird emotions going on, and I felt like I was really the worst. I was my worst version when I was hanging out with this person. So every time I hang out with this person, I was feeling this really negative emotions. I didn't like it, and afterwards I was drained. I had no energy left, and that was my body signaling to me that this person wasn't really great for me. Stay away from this person, or this person isn't good for you. It was a way for my body to really say to me that stay away from this person. Sometimes people really have to go through it so they can learn from it and realize that something is really off, because you can't just for example read a book, and if you're are reading a book about like how to climb over the Mount Everest, you can read about it and like feel that, oh, it must be really hard, but you have to go through it to really realize that what it's actually is like. And I just really feel like that our body really sends signals to us because they can't really talk. It's a way of like them telling us that through signals. It can be maybe you like, it can be any signals at all. For me, it's almost like I can get really tired and I can feel all this kind of emotions. But for you guys, it can be something else. Maybe you, every time you hang out with this person, you are getting headaches or something. It can be literally anything. You're just there, like your body sending signals to you. And what you can do is that be more curious and study yourself. What I mean by that is that when you are studying yourself, you realize that, oh, this is that time I feel so energized, and that's the time I feel so drained. So you can really see that, oh, that's the part I feel so drained. Why do I feel drained? What can I do to make myself feel more energized? Maybe it's your work, because I have also worked in a place that wasn't really, even though I didn't work there a really long time, I just knew that it's not a work that I will like to work with in the future. Like, I get so much insight through things. So try to really study yourself, what's working for you and what is not. And also, who, when you're hanging out with person, are you feeling drained or are you getting more energized? And when you're thinking about, oh, I'm gonna meet this person tomorrow, do you feel excited or do you feel like signing and like, oh, I don't really want to? Do you feel like that? Or what are you feeling when you're thinking about, oh, I'm gonna meet this person tomorrow? So what do you feel? So try really to study yourself and to see and really see. But also try to also see what's giving you energy, what makes you happy, what makes you alert, what makes you like so alive, what makes you alive. Because there must be something that you do or things that you like that gives you so much energy. What is that? And try to also write it down and try every day. Try to make some of the things that you're written down. Maybe it can be read a book. Try to read like 5 or 10 minutes a day. Or if it's like going out and take a walk, try to do that every day. Try to implement things that really gives you energy. And I guess it will really, when you're combining like getting enough of sleep, taking vitamins, taking and drinking a lot of water, like every things that I have mentioned before, and you're doing that and combining with things that give you energy, I think that they will make you a huge drastic change. Actually, try to really see what's working for you and not, because we all are different. I can't really say what's right for you because I'm not you. The only person who knows is you. Even it's like, it sounds really, like everybody knows it, but we really have to understand that part. Someone can't answer something that you really want, because that's something that you know in deep inside of you. You know that no one can answer that instead of for you. You have to answer that, and you know the answer. And that's it. And I hope you guys like this video, and if you really could relate to this topic when you feel this exhausted and you feel so drained in situations, but after you feel so alive and feel so energized, can you give me an example of this? Because I would really like to know if it's like only me. Maybe it's not only me, but I'm still really curious about it and want to know more about it.